Hi, and welcome to my art adventure. I'm the voice and girl behind the Demilua art. I've been painting a couple of years now, and you can find more my paintings at Instagram and TikTok. Please consider to check them out. Anyway, this is my first video on here YouTube, and I'm so excited. In this video I'll show you how I created this magic bottle acrylic painting. I'm self-taught artist and I've been learning different techniques watching other artists. I'd love to think that this video could be an inspiration for those who have dreamed to start painting. I don't show you what paint I mix together, I'm freestyling pretty much the whole painting, so this isn't a tutorial how to paint this piece. But if you are interested to see tutorials at the future, leave me a request. Please enjoy. And here I first start with the blank black canvas, so I haven't made any preparation for it. I got the inspiration this pocket thing that you can do with your camera, so I'm trying to create some bokeh effect at the background. First I used some earthy colors, browns, and then I added more like greens and yellow and ochre and stuff like that. Then I wanted to make some highlights, so here is those bright yellow dots. I pretty much use my old crappy cheap brush, but now you can see I'm using my blending brush. So I wanted to soften some edges of those highlighted dots. And then I come back with my cheap brush and make the center a little bit sharp. When I'm painting, I notice that there is, like every time there is that ugly face, and at this time this ugly face is starting to shift something. I can see that something is happening, but hey guys, this takes so much time. If I do this again, I probably would use the usually technique I'm painting that I paint the whole background like 3-4 colors and blend them together and then add the details. But this time I straight go to the dot making process, and it takes a long time to get this far. I like to use templates if I have some extincted figure at the painting, so I made the template of the bottle, and first I'm using this white permanent pen because it has a sharp tip. I often use chalk pens also because they can be removed with water, but I don't have any like fine line versions of chalk pens. I need to seek them out, but this permanent pen works well because this is pretty simple painting. Then I'm putting some yellow and a hint of green and painting those outlines again with acrylic paint, so it like blends into the background better. Usually I don't use black paint at all. If I want some darker tones, I might use some gray. At this piece I used grey paint when I was blending the darker tones. And I'm sorry for the camera angle, I haven't done this before, and I'm left-handed, as you may notice, so it's hard to figure out where I should put the camera, that it won't be like in the way for me or the viewers. So you can watch my pretty dog tattoo. And now the fun starts. I usually make this lighter color that I feel the area that I want to paint. So it gives nice place to create some depth at the later on. And here you can see that I don't have really idea what I'm doing. I don't have any like reference pictures. I have some pictures of bottles that I can try to make the painting look like the liquid is inside the bottle and make some 3D effect, but I really don't have any idea how I'm going to make the liquid. And I put the green paint pretty up, so it make me a lesser space to work with at the top of the bottle. And first I thought that this is like a magical bottle and like some potion bottle that there is like movement around and inside, and I was thinking that I would make some magical dust coming out of the bottle, but then I remembered that I have the cap. So I can make that happen. But I'm making the swirls and stuff inside of the bottle. And I like and love this thing what I'm doing when I'm painting, that I'm bringing the layers, like different shades of green in this case, and making some shadows and depth to the painting. And that's why the first underground color is so important. It's like nice light green, so I can make things pop. Of course, later on I'm going with the highlights. But yeah, this time I'm just imagining how it would work and what would look like best. I'm using several different brushes. This is one of my favorite ones that I bought in the local art store a while ago. And now I realize that hey, the bottle is like a little bit see-through, but not completely. So I'm using this damp blending brush and really watered down paint to make this a little bit see-through thing. This is a dry blending brush. I'm just trying to blend this thing together, and you'll notice that I don't fill the whole bottle with this soft green, and later I didn't like that, so I'll fix that. And that's the nice thing about acrylics, that if something don't work or you realize that you didn't like it, you can always fix it. And now comes the highlights. And now I'm like deciding what is the front of the liquid and what is in the back. And the front is obviously at this time it's lighter, and I'm making the back portion a little bit darker. And as you can notice, I use much lighter green here. But now when I put the lighter colors, you might see that there is a dent in the canvas at the bottom of the bottle. This is a really cheap canvas. I usually bought canvases like in discounts, but also I have a few really nice ones, but I consider myself like a starter artist still, so I don't like to use much money on the canvases. I like to use quality paints and brushes, but I said earlier that I use my crappy old beaded up brush that is good for texture, but those details I like to use really good brushes, and this brush that I use is really sharp and nice. But yeah, about that dent. When I was setting this thing up, I threw the canvas accidentally on the floor many times, and I made some new dents in there, but whatever, it's what it is. But I figured out a nice way to camouflage the dent. I later use really dark green, and it's like that now I'm using the dark green and trying to camouflage the dent, and I think I succeeded nicely. My favorite color is green, so there's no wonder why I chose this kind of color scheme. But I was thinking that I could make like a potion set, like different potions, and many people think that green is like poison or something like that. But I like to think it's like a nature, like some earth and relaxing potion or something like that. But I like to play games, so maybe some mana potion or health potion would be nice. But yeah, now I'm coming back with the edge. I figured that it might be good to make it brighter. And this is something that I noticed when this painting was done. When the painting is done, that's the entirely different question. But the edges of the bottle is quite flat. I didn't make the 3D effect. And maybe next time if I'm making the potion set, I'll try to make some depth in the next bottles. But as I mentioned earlier that I didn't have any specific idea how I'm going to make this, I'm just freestyling it. And I like it. I like that in like painting process. When I started to practice acrylic paint and paintings, I usually seek some nice tutorial and made the painting inspired by that. But I found out that I was like too strictly doing the same things that the artist at the video. So now I'm trying to learn that it's just me, canvas and the paint, and I need to trust my eyes and do what feels best. And also remember to take time away from the painting, and the drying time is the nice chance to do that. So every layer I let to dry. Although I like to use wet on wet technique, for example the different shades of green, and now the cap, the darker brown is still wet, and I'm coming with the lighter brown on top of it. But at some point I need to give the paint some time. But haha, now you can see I can paint with my right hand too. Oh yeah, I'm a left-handed. Usually at this time I would take the painting off the shelf and like in my lap or something and paint it there with my left hand. But because I'm making a video, I didn't want to do that. But it looks like it's working pretty well. And I noticed that I made the cap like a little bit too wide at the left side bottom. But because it's acrylic paint, I'll fix that with highlights later. As you see, the puddle is getting together really nicely, and now it's like I just add layers and details and thinking what I would like to do. I always have the problem with that thinking and making the decision that the painting is done. This painting was really hard, because in my mind and my vision I think that there would be some interesting thing at the background, but that bokeh background that I created is quite pissy, so I think it's nice to keep simple. That if I add too much details, it gets really crowded. And first I thought that the bottle would be sitting like in the branch or something like that. I love to paint trees, that is like my jam. But when I'm painting this, I really like that how the background like blends in the darkness when it's coming to the top of the painting. So I made the hard decision that I'm not doing the branch thing. But hey, like I say, acrylic paintings, I can come back to the painting like a week from now and doing something totally different with it. And now there's the depth to the cap. But I think that soon I got the realization that even though I like the cap as it is, I like the details and especially the bottom part of it, but there's not that puddle effect. It's like it doesn't look like it's inside the bottle. So soon I'm figuring out that how I'm gonna fix it. Now I'm adding the details on the bottleneck and just thinking about it. You can see I'm a little bit hesitant, but it's part. It's like problem solving. And now I'm trying to do some details and stuff. But yeah, I've been talking a lot in this video. Please say if you don't like it or you like it, or leave a comment on stuff that I knew what you wanted me to do. And yes, now I'm getting the courage to make the decision, and yeah, I'm bringing that light green that I can blend the bottom of the cap like it's in the bottle. And now I fix the problem that it's like all the same looking inside the bottle, and blending it. I use the damp brush and the dry brush, and adding the details because I like how it looks in the top of the bottom of the bottle cap. And now I'm adding the highlights. This is the part I've been waiting. These things makes the bottle look 3D. I made this pretty white. I add some yellow later to that, but that is like a really bright highlight. But it's okay. I like it still. And now starts the the detailing thing that I'm making every little splish splash everywhere, like it's looking more realistic, even though I'm not aiming to be realistic. The video is soon coming to end, so please tell me what you want for me to do next. I have much and many ideas. If you have any questions for me, please ask. I'm so happy to be at this journey. And yeah, this painting took me maybe 4 hours to make, about something like that. The canvas isn't really big. I put every details at the end of the video, the music and camera and paints and everything like that, so you can check them out. But I think this is usually it doesn't take this much time for me to do complete piece. Sometimes it takes several days. I give it some time and I need to figure things out. And in fact, I have one painting that is incomplete. I don't know what I wanna do with it. Maybe I have some inspiration later. That would be fun to like show show incomplete painting and what I'm doing with it. But I hope this gives some of you inspiration, or maybe some of you just like to listen my jibber jabber and relaxing music, and I hope this video is giving you nice vibes. But yeah, I think I'll be quiet now and you can enjoy the rest of the painting. I'm just adding details, and those details makes the painting perfect. I already thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it and wanna see more. Have a great day, night, morning. Bye bye.